What's up, Alphas? It's your boy Alphas. LMA, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. This is Just a Fan, and you know how we do. I'm with the boys today. But before we do it, you know we gotta do that YouTuber stuff. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're on any podcast site, Google Podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, anything like that, hit that follow button. We are right here. By the way, I gotta give you my read of the week. My read of the week is Magic Emperor. What it's about a supreme deity who end up getting betrayed by his disciple as well as the other supreme deities and going into a young slave boy, a little servant, and he becomes him, and he has to make this Lu family, which is a secret family, a lower end third family, become one of the top family, and that's the whole goal. Great read, one of the deepest stories I've read, one of the best stories, great anime, great artwork, great everything. It's just overall great story, interesting characters you gonna fall in love with, all kind of stuff. By the way, In Realist Kingdom is my anime that I've been watching. It's a unique anime where economics is more important. You know, I'm here with my boy Unico Williams.
Hey y'all.
Unico, what you watching, bro?
TV.
I feel it. Okay, we have Montay Murrell after we have Montay Murrell at the top. What you watching? What you reading, Montay?
What's up, everybody? What it is, what it ain't. Your boy back like he never left, even though I've never been here before. But what's up with it? So currently, the one that comes to mind that I'm reading, is just a little manga. It's popular. It's Fire Force, but it just, it hasn't been out, episode wise. But I think it's a little bit overlooked, so I gotta give it a little bit of credit because the manga is definitely good. It will take you to some spiritual areas, some religious areas, which is quite surprising that I wasn't expecting as you go deep into the manga. So I would advise, if you like the show, or if you're a fan of Soul Eater, because the creator of Soul Eater also is the creator of Fire Force, I would suggest that you look into that manga, look into that anime. And as far as the anime I'm watching, it's a little sleeper that came out last year. It's called Usagi-chan Wants to Hang Out. I know it sounds a little off, but if you are a fan of some fun anime, something that's going to make you laugh, I highly advise. It's 12 episodes. It's not even going to hold you that long. You can burn through it in a day if you off. I promise you it's going to do your soul right. That's about all I got for you right now.
And then last but certainly not least,
hell yeah,
we got that alpha up the Tori. What you watching, my guy?
Right now, I've been watching Tokyo Revengers. Twitter pulled me in. I had to know why everything was Mikey's fault.
Oh shit! Name drop! Ding, 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 ding.
I had to know.
X's are the best.
I've been reading. I was telling y'all earlier. I've been reading Dog Nigga. We ain't gonna get into the premise right now. But if you're looking for something a little different, go check out Dog Nigga. I know the title might shoo some of y'all away, but the premise will do it faster. So
I like what you did there. Shoo people
there
away.
You go. Double entendre. But Abbott, I'm One Piece's praises till I die. Oda's making a masterpiece. Niggas gotta quit hating. Go check it out if you haven't already. But of course, Jujutsu Kaisen, the culling games are starting. It's finna get real. They're hitting the homosexual demographic real nice now. Every anime is getting nice and inclusive. So everybody, there's a character for everybody in JJK. Whether you're the tough guy or the not so tough guy or give it a watch, give it a read. It's worth it.
It's
other than that, I think that's about Black Clover. The later chapters of Black Clover are getting super real. The women are getting more scantily clad. You gotta love that.
A shot to all-inclusive anime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah. So Jujutsu Kaisen, Dog Nigga. Yeah.
I'm gonna just Google
check them out.
like and subscribe and go Google that. that show.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can put a link to that one, but Google that show. Zelmay, Zelmay, do you mind if I be for real for a second? You gotta be for real.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so look, hey, shout out to Man Ray. We appreciate you being up here, man. I appreciate you taking your time out to hang out with us today, man. That was dope. We appreciate it. Tori, we love that you being T Rams, if you will. They are very all inclusive. They got a guy named T Rams in the anime, but I gotta say, man, I think so. I started rereading Dragon Ball Super. I know I'm basic.
Ooh.
Call me basic in the world of anime. That's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't.
I didn't realize that's how Japan was doing it, or Toei was doing it. They were like, hey, they completely redid the not the Tournament of Power, but the first one between Beerus and his brother Champa. It was supposed to be like an Egyptian theme thing. Like that was supposed to be like their arena, which I think would have been really dope on camera. But at the same time, I wonder if Toei was like, is it a little too Egyptian-y for me? But so I'm just rereading because they are kind of explaining like Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan. They're doing stuff like that. They explain a little bit more in depth because I'm like, if you're Super Saiyan God, and now you can turn into a Super Saiyan version of the Super Saiyan God, what is that? What does that mean? And
Toriyama's always got new ideas,
which is fair. But the thing is, it's like I don't understand why. So we know what you get. The what do you call it? The amplifier that you get from becoming Kaioken, the amplifier that you get from being a Super Saiyan. Yeah. We get that stuff. So you're telling me that now you're a Super Saiyan, which is supposed to make you X a million times stronger than this base form of just Super Saiyan God, and we're still worried about the Beerus, not Beeruses, but the Jirens of the world. And yes, absolutely. Beerus. So yes, I'm rereading, trying to understand the power scale. Zelmay and I have talked about this for like a year about power scaling in Dragon Ball Z.
Ultra ego.
And, we can't even begin to power scale. Ultra. It doesn't make sense. But definitely yes, and that's what brought me into rereading it because I'm trying to figure out granola. For all you people out there that don't know, that's just what's going on right now. Granola finally made a wish that makes sense. So
yeah, finally,
you're telling me it's just I'm trying to understand, and I like to understand when it comes to anime. Like, give me that good explanation. So that's what I'm reading right now, and I am currently falling asleep to Death Note every night. That's what I do. So that's where I'm at. Hey, because Kira's literally my hero.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He's just stupid.
Death Note is kind of peaceful in a way in anime.
It's chill. By the way, a bunch of niggas whispering in their heads.
By the way,
by comparison, super laid back.
But by the way, Toru and Toei have different ideas for things. That's why it's different. And plus, Toei got their art first, so they did their thing before he changed what they did. So they did theirs first because somehow they did another art. They did like what's the little weird googly guy fake Vegeta arts that they did not.
Filler, just super duper filler.
They did some stuff like that before that, so the anime got ahead, and then the anime took a long time off, so Toru then caught up and passed it, because that's usually how it's supposed to be in anime.
Do you know there's only 76 chapters?
Manga
Dragon Ball Super has like 200, like 100 something episodes. It's only 76 chapters out right now.
Yeah. Anime have a lot of.
That's like One Piece. One Piece is starting to get super close. Like they're on episode 930 something, and in the manga they're at chapter 1025.
I think Super adds the Beerus first appearance as in Super while what's not added to Z. I think the manga adds that to Z, so that might be why too.
They skipped. They skipped Frieza.
Sense. That would make sense.
In the manga, they skipped Golden Frieza arc. They skipped that in the manga.
Yeah, they also skipped Broly part too, so they're gonna see that
100%. Yeah.
Even though they
basically anything that they made into a movie, they skipped.
Yeah, so that's why it's a lot of short chapters too. But speaking of all these, especially Goku now and all these people, it's been a theme. I have been reading a lot of Manhwa. I gave you Magic Emperor. There's a lot auto solo leveling. Reincarnation after the 9th level magician after 4,000 years returning. A lot of anime name returning. Solo leveling is like one of the most popular that everybody wants. to do, and that's probably one of the trend of why. I also did Cultivator of Hero Society, which has the best OP character ever. He finally somebody beat Saitama to me. He one-shot Superman if you want to listen to it. So he one-shot Superman, dog. Superman is in the hospital for 4 years after one punch. And he has the same strengths too. He's like, I'm powered by the sun. I can never be beaten. Dude one punched him. He was in the hospital for 4 years. I'm like, but I'm going to tell y'all something I didn't even tell y'all in the pre-show. Dude did a sword technique and made mosquitoes go extinct.
What?
In the universe. In the universe.
That's real overpowered.
He said
that's real overpowered.
He said, I'm gonna show you a ninth level sword, dog. And he did a sword technique, and anybody with anything with the DNA of a mosquito in the whole universe died.
How does that work?
That's broken.
That's a Saitama diss right there.
That's a big Saitama diss.
That's a diss track.
I've never seen Saitama eliminate mosquitoes with a like. It explains it in the web. It explains it in the Manhwa. He says he slices DNA particularly, and everything with that DNA in the universe will go extinct. And I was like,
so he can just kill everybody, basically.
Yeah, that's basically what they said. That's what he said too. I'm gonna show you. He's teaching students. He's like, hey, I'm gonna show you a technique that if anybody got the DNA.
That's something you can't be teaching kids.
They gonna teach students how to make things go extinct. How does that gonna work? Like, no,
bro,
you gonna get mad at somebody and lose out on a race.
They had a tournament between the kids, right? Well, between the kids, and one of the kids did one of his techniques and dropped the nuclear bomb. This anime, this manga it's a Japanese one. This is a MANWHA. So because you got Manhwa is Korean, and then you got manga, and America got comic books. We got the lame name. But yeah, overpowered characters have been a theme. So I want to know, what do y'all think of? Do y'all like the overpowered theme? Because Solo Leveling is doing a great job of it. Is he gonna get tired of it or what? So I'm gonna let Montay go first, and then Unico, and then Tor.
What do I think of overpowered characters in anime? I don't mind overpowered characters. I think they have their role. I like them better if they're antagonists and they're overpowered characters, because it generally will give the protagonists, the heroes, the people that you gonna grow with over the course of anime. It gives them something to grow towards. Like, okay, I have a goal, catch up to this level of power, and then over the course of that journey, you grow with the bonds and the struggles of the people that you're going anime with. So I'm really for overpowered characters.
We shall overcome.
So basically,
normally I like it better than that. Because if I start off with an overpowered protagonist, unless it's like, anime that don't really have like a focused story, like something that's just there for like laughs or something like that, it's hard to make an overpowered protagonist go over for like a long anime's worth of time. Like, just if you're busted and you're beating everybody down, like even with One Punch Man was like the easiest one I could think of. He don't overtly show his power most time, and then half of the episodes he's not really fighting. He's just being a normal, sort of weird guy. And they're making it more funny. And then at the end of the episode or a certain episode we have to fight, okay, let me get serious for a little bit. So like they show it off in more of a joking way. But no, in instances like that, that's fine. But not really a lot of anime that's just gonna be like, okay, we got an overpowered main character, and we just gonna go for 50 to 100 episodes of him just rocking things over. Because that's a lot to be like,
One Punch Man. One Punch Man also makes it about his disciple getting stronger, so his disciple fights him first every time, and then all the other heroes fight too. So it's
One Punch Man does a good job with the villains being overpowered too, because like with Golden Sperm and stuff like that. I mean,
they villains are just funny. Like I'm sorry,
but
you're not gonna look at their villains and tell me they're
overpowered. Look at Homeless Emperor. Homeless Emperor, he's knocking down S-class heroes with his fingernails and shit.
But listen to that name, Homeless Emperor. Like, bro, you can't tell me they don't do it to make you laugh first. So like, it's meant to be funny, so I don't mind it.
He went from Black Sperm to Golden Sperm.
So like it's funny, so I don't mind it being broken in because it's really meant to be funny and jokingly, and then you just have some fights that are good and stuff like that.
Yeah, but then they kill somebody extra gruesome. Like, ain't nothing like dying under a pile of black sperm. I don't want to experience that.
So like, I don't mind it there, but like
There's the
in other
clue for
instances
the
where like our
episode.
broken antagonist and he just broken, like ain't nobody finna touch him. Like I'm like, I don't really want it to be about you. I want to be about other people. Like,
Yeah, spread the love.
By the way,
Yeah.
that Cultivative Hero Society I keep praising about, that show is about his disciples too, and he really just goes around asking questions how to get back to heaven. So and they just fight all the time. Like I said, they drop nukes. So it's a fun show too, and it's just making fun of American heroes because Sailor Moon's in there, Power Rangers.
Oh
You
God.
can't say those aren't really American heroes, though. Think Power Rangers came from Super
Sailor Moon.
That is
Sentai.
our childhood. They are.
Batman in there. Ghost Rider was in there.
Oh, okay. That's
Batman,
about as American as you get. Ghost Rider.
This is straight satire at this point.
Yeah,
they have no business being in that culture at all.
What it's doing is they doing samurai culture and like our cultivists. If y'all know Japanese cultivists, is like godly supreme deities type people. So if you do that, they saying our heroes will the other people heroes. So that's basically how it is. But it's a good story. But yeah, to Man point. Overlord is one of those that do the villain is the person that does it.
Does it real well.
So that's a good one. So, Unico, what's your thoughts on overpowered characters?
I never met an overpowered character until Saitama. I didn't realize Superman wasn't overpowered to me. He had a weakness.
But Superman used to shoot little Superman out of his fingers back in the day.
Let me stick on like pop culture, like what we all know.
Okay.
Let me stick to that. For our average everyday viewer that does not know that niggas was shooting.
I get you. No more insider trading. I hear you.
Oh yeah, people that don't read the original comics with Superman was.
Nigga, the original comics came out in 1940.
Yo,
but I mean it's 2021, man. You got a comic reader on your phone. You can go back and read back issues from 1940.
Why would I want to do that? It is not culturally relevant to look at Superman in 1940. It was
nostalgia.
Okay, back to Joe point.
What am I remembering?
Well,
I don't even want to see this Wonder Years reboot, let alone Superman in 1940s and what he thought was important to protect, because I'm pretty sure he never caught a black person falling out of a window. I digress.
Back to Joe point. Okay,
I digress. And shout out to Bruce Wayne, because we ain't did nothing for the black community either. So what I'll get on him later in the show. He's not a progressive character. but
yo, who mic going on?
Yeah, that's
somebody phone ring. Oh, they're at the stop again. All right.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal with Banana Peel. This is what I got. Saitama was the first one to be mad OP like that. But see, what happened was his first big bad, like the first real end of season bad guy,
Boros.
He was OP. And so like the majority of the villains that he fought were OP already.
Yep.
And you're trying to tell me, because any other anime, you're not beating a crazy Kabuto. You're not beating Genos. Genos can have his own show in a serious aspect. Honestly, if they had, I'm sure there's plenty of cyborgs out there. He might be the most OP cyborg I've ever seen in anime, and we watched a lot of cyborg stuff.
He can make a claim for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking. He might be able. Android 16 and 17, or 17 and 18 rather, 17 and 18. They might have had a problem with Genos. And Genos is Cell Saga. That's Cell Saga level. Like, because we put Naruto at probably Frieza. I think we put him from power scaling, probably Frieza Saga. Naruto and him could probably hang.
We talking in Naruto, Shippuden Naruto.
I'm just throwing Naruto power scaling out there. Probably somewhere in the Frieza Saga Ginyu Force. That's where that would be. But Genos can 100% hang. But he gets beat effortlessly, and he's OP.
He is clear.
He's OP.
That's true.
But you get into Saitama. Saitama is, man, Kabuto. This dude was thinking about his shopping list.
Yeah,
he was thinking about, I'm missing out on a sale, and punched the man. Dude was super fast and was just slapping him around the whole time. That was one of your first big enemies. But we're talking about this guy who's the super duper space pirate that actually has armor on to hold on, like to hold, conceal the power he had when he was already doing OP stuff. And then he takes it off. Like, I've been doing this for 1,000 years, and he finally got one hit off on him. And then here goes Saitama, punched this
serious punch.
Blow him away.
And Saitama got punched to the moon and was like,
started swimming back.
I guess I better hold my breath because I forgot. I guess I'm not
doggy paddle through the cosmos.
So with that being said, like, but the thing was, they build you up to that fight with everybody else's story, and that's what makes the OP character so great. Is yes, I do want to see him punch the Demon King. I do want to see that. But it's that build up that I actually like a lot about it, and seeing all the OP stuff that these people, man, they are showcasing OP in that whole show. Oh, yeah. I love it. There was that guy that wanted when he was in the tournament. Why is there always a tournament arc? But there was in the tournament, so someone's in the tournament trying to hold his wig on the whole time while people is doing this super duper OP
when it's supposed to be Toronto.
And like all this crazy stuff. So with that being said, I enjoy the OP, and then especially because of some of the stuff that you're introducing to me. You're just like, man, it's just OP cats out here doing stuff. Yeah. And y'all like now, like that's the wave right now, OP. And then that's going to keep us arguing for years about who's the most OP person ever. But you know what's most OP? The last boss in a fighting game, especially one that has like a super duper Japanese influence, and then you get him and you suck.
Any Tekken final boss.
Ogre kicked my ass, and then I get him. I'm like, why do you suck? Like I fought so hard to get you. But like, and True Ogre was awful, but he used to kick my ass. And then who was
Snake Arm with the fire breath and shit?
Yeah, OP. But then you get them, they suck. But that's where I'm at with OP. If you want to do the OP thing, make sure your story around that character is crazy, and make sure it really got to have a strong cast of support characters.
Yeah,
that's what's going to help you keep it going. And people gotta understand that it's okay to swallow your pride and not have 1,000 episodes. You can pull up Cowboy Bebop and have a great classic anime for 26 episodes.
Thank you.
That's okay. That's okay.
Super. But it's also okay to have those 1,000 episodes.
I'm just saying, if you have a concept and a point to make, because you can only go so far.
Hey,
Tori gonna defend One Piece.
No. Well, no, I'm saying that's okay, but I mean, I can't imagine 1,000 episodes with Saitama just knowing that he's just gonna punch the shit out of some guy and be done with it. I can't imagine that. You could do 1,000 episodes with Genos and the rest of the squad fighting against other villains that randomly come up. Because there's no origin stories on a lot of these except for what the crab guys against.
And then with Saitama,
I ate a whole bunch of crabs. So that's just where I'm at with OP characters. Just have some pride, swallow some of it, and come episode 32, you can start wrapping it up. It's okay. Death Note was 37 episodes. That's okay.
I'm with him. Like, it's only so far you can go with OP main antagonist, main protagonist. Only so far.
Make a point and move to the next series. Make a point with your OP character and move on.
Yeah. Finally, last but certainly not least, my guy Tori. What you think about the OP character?
A lot to what you guys are saying. If it's done right, the first one that really comes to my mind outside of Saitama has to be Ainzul Gon. I mean, Overlord. When he got to that point where he was fighting what's his face, and he stopped time, snapped his finger, killed him, and then snapped his finger and stopped time. So it looked like the dude died on his way to take him down. I mean, he summoned a bunch of goats to eat the army, and Overpowered can be done right. And I feel like the main thing to a strong supporting cast is that you use the supporting cast, you use them to show the OP character's weakness. Like, even if the OP character is not weak, you show him needing to be there for his weaker compatriots, if you would. But there's certain OP characters that really aren't like I don't know if you guys are JoJo's fans, but Dio. A lot of people don't see Dio as overpowered, but like if you look at it, something as simple as him being able to stop time for 3 seconds can change everything.
Kirito.
So I feel like there's a way there's a way to go about OP. Like there's a blatant way to do it, and then there's like the cool little undertones of like, yeah, this dude. Well, with One Piece, like Shanks, without knowing, we ain't seen this man do nothing but get his arm bit off. And you ask anyone who's watching One Piece, they're fairly sure he's probably the strongest guy around with one arm. And literally the only thing we've really seen him do is lose an arm. So I mean, I feel like it's a trend that if done right, we could see it go on for a long time. But if not done right, I mean, it'll get stale really, really quick.
Yeah.
So either way, I'm interested to see where it goes. Like, are we gonna get 15 more anime come this fall season where somebody's sent to a different world and they're stronger than everybody else?
Oh, we do got
or
one.
Are we gonna start to see some more? I like a little more. I'd like a little more nuance to it. I like it when characters are OP, but it's just not blatant. Like you feel like, oh, he's knocking down everybody with the blink of an eye. I like thinking there might be a little bit, but that's what I feel like Saitama. Too many people are trying to follow that. Like, oh, people love this one shot character, but I feel like they missed the satire part of it all. They missed that it's supposed to be funny to a certain extent, but if done right, I love it. If done wrong, I mean, it speaks for itself. It ain't going.
There it is. How
many seasons get dropped just because interest fails? And you can have the strongest character in the world. You could be blowing up moons for fun, but if you're not doing it in a way that people enjoy, what's it matter? So I think it's a trend that could keep on if it's done right. But if not, I feel like people will start to realize real fast that if you're not doing top tier OP, you might as well try and write a regular story.
Yep.
Yeah. We have some characters, Sun Jun Woo. In Solo Leveling, he is OP, but he grows to it the same way Orochimaru does.
The builder.
Yeah, they are. And they become, if y'all read the light novel, I don't want to spoil something, but yeah, just know, it's going to be arguments. It's arguments right now between Rimuru and Valdos, for anybody that knows Valdos, because they argue who's the strongest, because the defeats at the end they do at the end, because Valdos strong from the beginning, but Rimuru grows to it. But the feats they do is like, okay, this is...
Yeah, whole new level.
Yeah, so if you read it, I'm like, he ain't even, one of them don't even affect their own universe. He went in somebody else's universe and like, okay, this mine too.
And that's like with Saitama too. I feel like as the light novel gets, or the webcomic gets ported over, because Murata's redrawing the web novel.
The webcomics, yeah.
For One Punch Man. So I mean,
yeah.
Because I mean, they're building now like Saitama's OP, but we're slowly starting to see people like Blast, and God in general in the One Punch Man universe. It's all like, at the end of it, is Saitama finna throw down with God? Who knows? But would you be surprised if he did? Is the question.
No. Not with one.
Not with one.
One has already superseded imagination at this point.
As we already know, Vince McMahon, Saitama is now on that level. Vince McMahon has already beat God. Do something new.
That's as OP as it gets. That's Vince McMahon is OP. Vince McMahon is OP.
He beat and future endeavored God.
He's allowed to say the N-word, bro. Like,
got a pass from John Cena.
Actually, he said, to make it look good, Cena, can you give me a pass? But I really don't care.
Yeah, he was like, make sure Booker T's there to look at me.
100% had, but
everything.
The middle of the universe is Vince McMahon. Y'all need to accept that shit and chill out. Quit crying.
The world revolves around him. Titan Tower is the center of the universe.
For Vince McMahon so loved the world that he gave us Stephanie McMahon, and then he gave us the other one.
Yeah, I do Shane like that. Shane got a.
No, he gave his only begotten son to jump off of a cage onto a table.
Shane will forever try and break his body just so his that will acknowledge him. He's like, Daddy, look at me. I'm gonna jump off this 50-foot tower.
What?
Which brings me to
Mr. Elbow
Boruto. Which brings me to Boruto.
Oh,
No.
What the hell is going on? Let's talk about OP. What is this?
Oh,
What is this?
they
What's
reaching.
going on? And I apologize. I don't mean to like side swipe real quick.
Oh
but
no,
I just
this is
kinda
the
reminded me
roundtable
that
topic
was
was
good.
our topic. So whatever discussion y'all want, it's the roundtable topic.
Well, this was like a segue kind of back like into like OP a little bit. Like I'm having a problem with Naruto power scaling now. Now it used to be Dragon Ball. I thought that was the problem.
okay.
Now I have
are
a
you talking
problem
Naruto or Boruto power
Tell him
scale?
Boruto.
That's
Boruto-
where we're at now. Where we're
Okay,
at
well,
now, as it stands, as
Look at
Naruto.
Konohamaru. Trash Hamaru. He was supposed to be something amazing as a kid, and he is getting throughout. We all thought Konohamaru, he was supposed to be Naruto's student. He was supposed to be next up, and he is the fluff man of every season of Boruto. If there's one thing
Nothing
you can
like
guarantee is that the villain's gonna smack Konohamaru.
This is, I think, the easiest way I've been able to, some like compartmentalize Boruto is to think
do
of
that?
it.
It's getting better though.
No,
You can
like
compartmentalize something
this is
like this.
this is the way I think of it. I literally
Okay.
think of Boruto as its own separate, individual, brand new anime. I think of it completely separate from Naruto.
That
Because
might
if
be
you
a
try to
good
connect it
way
to
to think about
Naruto,
it.
You're a strong man.
once they
You're a
start
strong
adding
man.
technology and Otsutsuki start getting ridiculous, I know just everywhere. Like once they start
Well,
adding,
the Otsutsuki's were ridiculous to begin with. You gotta
no,
admit,
but that was an end game.
we all would have been.
And you start off Boruto with it being a part of one of the main characters. So at that point, I'm like, okay, let me just think of Boruto completely separate. Like if it's
You
a
are strong
brand
man
new
for that.
anime. No,
Yeah, I was gonna say you're better than
You
me.
let go of all your memories?
No, I think of it separate. Like I thought of it like, okay, if I was just watching Boruto for the very first episode, had never seen an
Never
episode
seen
of Naruto.
Naruto.
Never seen an episode of Naruto. You don't have to watch the thing about you have to think about. You don't have to watch Naruto
Nope,
to watch
you
Boruto.
don't.
You don't. You don't have to watch none of that. You can watch first episode, meet Kawaki and Boruto, and be like, okay, I don't know who Naruto and Sasuke is. First episode, Naruto's Hokage, Sasuke, this loner dude that's cool with him.
The Shadow Hokage.
No, nothing else. You don't need know nothing else. And then they see, Ishiki comes up. You got Kara, which you don't know nothing about because of Naruto anyway. So it's like, okay, let's just. Like, I'm cool, and I think of it that way because once they add the ninja technology, the karma in their hands, people transforming their bodies. It's not even Naruto anymore. So I think it'll be completely separate.
It's an alien anime now.
I think like it's an alien anime with it got aliens, technology.
An alien anime with ninja overtones.
Yeah.
So so I think it'll be completely separate. And thinking about it that way, I don't even give it power scaling. Just to be honest. I don't even apply power scaling to Boruto right now. Because too many people got too many feats that you can do stuff with. You got technology to let you be on par with Hokage Naruto to a certain extent. Like you can have major body parts to be there. And then all of a sudden we got a little boy in a pod got better reflection techniques than freaking Meliodas full counter. So like, I don't even add none of this to that right now. I just like, you know what, let me just think of it completely separate. There's no power scaling. If you body somebody, you body somebody. And we just gonna go like that. That's how we
go. Quick question. And this is not a personal question, but it's just maybe it's a preference question. You and your girl break up, y'all come back together a few years later. What you gonna allow her to get away with? You just gonna forget everything? You gonna forget everything? You gonna forget that?
You gonna say it's a new relationship?
12. You gonna forget that Rush Hour 12? You know how you felt when you did that, and you say, "I can't believe she took me to see this mess." They can't even make Asian jokes or black jokes in here. It's just
answer that question. You tell her like, you're gonna start new. You don't forget everything, but you don't hold that against her either. So like,
I'm gonna tell you.
So like, I'll forget. I won't forget the stuff that happened in Naruto, but I'm not gonna hold what happened in Naruto against Boruto. I'm not gonna hold that.
You are so nice, man. You are so nice.
You're better than me.
I'm gonna
tell you. You are nice.
Because
think about it. If I think about
better
Boruto
man
to
than
be
I.
fair, like, so I think about Boruto to be fair. Boruto has nice fights. You know, the fight between Naruto and Sasuke.
It does have its good
that was
parts.
nice and everything. Ain't nothing in Boruto as of yet can compare to like stuff like Naruto against Pain, the final battle fights between Naruto and Sasuke.
The Great Ninja War in general.
Like some of the fights they had in the fourth Ninja War, like nothing in Boruto compares to them fights. So if I try to directly compare it to Naruto, it will never compare.
It's gonna lose out every time.
So like if I think of it completely separate, like I ain't forgot Naruto, but like okay, let me just give Boruto a shot to have its own moment.
It's like separating an artist from the music, kind of.
I got to be similar because if I do that, I'm gonna be like, okay, Toriyama. I'm gonna be like, okay, Toriyama. Let's think of it. Well, let me hold Dragon Ball Super against Dragon Ball Z, and I know that's not gonna be fair. Even though Super has its own flair, it's some moments in it that's not gonna hold to some of the fights in Dragon Ball Z.
I can't ride with that. I can't ride with that. I can't ride with that. That's completely different.
No, I'm not because like they both made.
How is it not?
They both made the same show, so like if you
kind of made it better.
Think about Dragon Ball Z. That changed.
Hold on, let me debate with Man Ray real quick. Let me have a segment with Man Ray for a second. Let me just talk to my man for a second, okay? I'm gonna get with you, man. Tori, come in here, kill us both, because I know how you do. You coming through with the power kill. Man Ray, listen. Mm-hmm. So in my life, Dragon Ball Super came in, and I was 100% continue to be all the way 100% ecstatic about every new episode of Dragon Ball Super, even the humor part of it. Goku became even dumber and funnier. I loved it. But when I think about Naruto and everything they had to do and try and figure out all these different jutsus they can do because of bloodlines and all this crazy chakra, crazy talk, and then you come in here and after we seen. I'm looking at Sasuke and Naruto right now from my Naruto Shipping and Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 poster that I have sitting right here in my office. And then in the background is Madara versus the Wood nigga.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that history. If I were born a couple of years ago, now I'm 3 or 4 years old, and you give me Boruto, I can rock with that, and I enjoy.
Okay.
I enjoy the perception that you have of Boruto, but I'm 33, and I watched Naruto go through it all with his homie. He saw his boy turn his back on him. We saw what's Sage Mode, what's this, and you just randomly had these niggas from the moon come up here and just OP everybody. It's nothing after we just fought against the mother of all chakra. And you told me this cast has just been on the moon the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my rebuttal to that would be this is why I compared.
Okay.
I'm not gonna disagree with it. Like this would be my rebuttal to that. Why I compared it to Dragon Ball Z would be people could look at Super with the same mentality and sort of like negativity that they looked at with Boruto when it first came out. Because I could say the same thing that I grew up watching the adventures of Goku when he first, screwed around with Bulma in the house, came up, transforming into the Great Ape, went all the way until he trained with Roshi, won the tournament after 3 turns, had his own son, got cool with Piccolo, went through everything of the Saiyan saga, got stronger, fought Frieza. All the Super Saiyan transformation made sense. His son took over in the second arc with Cell and everything, come back to the third arc, and they fought Majin Buu, and everything mostly made sense. And then you start off with Super, and all of a sudden, a god of destruction comes out of complete nowhere that's been sleeping for hundreds of years and completely just craps on everything I thought was dear. The Super Saiyan transformations and everything, Super Saiyan 3, nothing. Everything, nothing. And he got an angel with him that's just watching over and chilling that loves freaking strawberry shortcakes from Bulma. And then all of a sudden, the first arc, how are we gonna get past this? Oh, let's everybody join hands together with a pregnant baby in the stomach and make a Super Saiyan god pop up out of nowhere, and we're gonna fight in space.
It doesn't make sense.
So it don't. But if I compare that to everything in Dragon Ball Z, I'm gonna be pissed. But if this is Super, it's gonna start off differently. So let me give it its own identity first. It's fine, because if I were to continue from there, we'll go to the very next. No, skipping the little Frieza stuff where Frieza has a color scheme. Okay, you got Frieza, but you go to the next arc afterwards where you have a Supreme Kai take Goku's body, kill his own family, and then come back in time and go there. Like,
call
no,
him
like,
Black.
so if I was to do the same thing with Boruto, it'd be like people who grew up with Dragon Ball Z could be like, what the frick is this? Like, there's no Super Saiyan 4. There's no, bro, there's no Cooler. There is time traveling Supreme Kais in other people's body, pink haired Super Saiyans. Trunks still not making no sense in his own timeline. So, like, to be fair,
And his
I
hair
could
color
make
changed.
the same comparison. But I think of Dragon Ball Super the same way. Give it its own identity. You got Super Saiyan guys, Super Saiyan Blue. Cool. We ain't even gonna go back to Super Saiyan 2 and Cell. That's not even gonna be a thing. We're gonna start.
Okay.
Super Saiyan 3.
I've actually shed a tear laughing. That was the best explanation. I don't have a rebuttal for that at all. That was
When you
That
put
was-
it like
that
that,
was heat, bro. That was
when you
heat.
put it like
Yo,
that,
man,
it's
chop
kind of
that
hard to
argument up.
argue.
Chop that argument up, please.
Like, it's
Chop
not
that
bad.
up,
It's just
because
like I gotta give them because the thing about it, I'm saying is not because
you're right.
like when Bleach come out with their next arc, it's gonna be stuff in there that ain't gonna make no sense either. So I already know. Just
I
let
think
me go and get ready.
I think Bleach did a better job though. They kind of went
Yeah,
back.
Bleach's comeback is something that's
Because
Bleach-
the little butterfly
that
been
return
around.
chapter fit in perfectly.
Yeah, the
Did
butterfly
we
been
say
around,
that?
but Montay, the butterfly been around the whole show.
Oh no, I'm cool
Yep,
with the
that
butterfly thing.
Hellfire
I'm just saying,
butterfly
like,
been there.
It been there,
It's,
so they just playing off of it because they never explained it. It's just there.
I'm cool with the butterfly. I'm just
Well,
saying.
in
the
one,
only
of,
thing
in
about
one of the
Bleach-
movies, they went,
But
but that movie, I don't think
movie's
that's
not
canon.
Yeah,
So I
movie's
mean,
not canon.
No, I ain't worried about none of that. The only thing I'm worried about is that it's 12 years since the end of Bleach. So I already know some people finna come back with, oh, I can do this now. Where did
So he's
this come from?
28.
How you get a double Zanpakuto
But it-
out of
it
this
picks
shit?
up.
Oh, okay, you know what? Just no, okay. So I already know that's finna come.
But- But
I'm ready.
to Montay's point though, I think he has a Dragon Ball to Dragon
That's a
Ball
good
Z
way to look at
would be
it.
a bigger difference though. Because Dragon
Mhm.
Ball is completely different than Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Super
Yep.
and Z is way closer than Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was like we
yeah,
can do
Dragon Ball
karate.
Super and Dragon Ball Z is a big jump.
Yeah, with Dragon Ball we do ki and we control ki and that's it. Dragon Ball Super they started like, hey, we turn gold, and I'm like,
They start
Yeah.
off with God, like, wait,
It's like-
God?
God,
With regular
bro.
Dragon Ball, a Kamehameha was like top tier.
Yeah.
If you could do a key blast, you were top tier in Dragon Ball.
yeah,
Like,
They
I'm
even-
sad
And
because,
now they're
like,
blowing up
in
planets
Dragon
with
Ball
their
Z,
pinky fingers.
you know,
at the end of Dragon Ball Z, they was like, you know what? The Spirit Bomb is our end all be all. The beginning of
Yep.
Dragon Ball Super is like Spirit Bomb. I flicked
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
pinky nail
Yo,
and blowing up planets.
Yo, Jiren made the Jiren was so cool in that scene. I don't care what y'all say. He was like, "Hey,
Man,
Bring
that
that
was an
on.
epic. That was the most epic 15 minutes of Dragon Ball I've ever seen.
My man
That was
Oh yeah, now
epic.
that whole
Yeah.
fight with him, that is amazing.
my
That is a
man
wonderful
blocked
fight.
it with his eyes." dog.
Jiren's fight scene was.
And I said, put this Spirit Bomb down, man. You can eat that. Like,
He's like, you better get that up out of here.
Yo,
My childhood.
But look, this is the other stuff that Dragon Ball Super does that, in a sense, like it makes it make sense somewhat.
Oh,
but no, I don't. Never mind. I was thinking about the new God of Destruction.
Ultra Instinct. Now we got Ultra Ego.
Ultra Instinct.
Like I said, I can't even apply power scaling to this right now because it's
We're
not-
done. We're done with Power Scale. Power Scale is done.
I can't do that right
The
now.
worst line that Dragon Ball Z could have ever done for canon was to say it's over 9,000.
Yo, that
When
was-
Raditz first
Yeah,
came, it was
After
the
that,
farmer. It was the
power
farmer.
scaling died.
They power scaled the farmer with the shotgun. Said this dude is a level 8, and that's when they should have never went there. They should have never
Nope.
went there because
That was
now we
number
stuck
two.
on it.
Fine. Power scaling went out the window. I want to
Over
say
1 million. That episode over 1 million when they said freezes over 1 million.
Yep.
really when
Okay.
they stopped using scouters, it went out the window. When they stopped
Yeah,
using
it's like
scouters,
blowing
Yeah.
up.
because you
Once
can
that
see like
scouter
on
blew
the
up
wiki,
on-
they still keep
what's
up
his-
with that
on
power.
Napa
But once they
Space?
stopped using scouters, it was just like, you know what, we just done with it at this point.
But yeah,
Break the
Yeah.
scouter.
yeah, but like I said,
Break the sky.
Dragon Ball, like Ultra Instinct might fit better in Dragon Ball if you would have gave it to Master Roshi as they attempted to in the manga. But
Yeah.
but-
When you got to bring in guys and angels, you just got to give them something special. So, you know what? We just gonna be instinct
Yeah.
and ego. You know what? I'm gonna be purple over here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna be rainbow silver over here. You know, we're just gonna work it this way. My only
I get
thing
it.
that I have to say about that though is that if the
Mhm.
day ever comes where now that Goku got Ultra Instinct and Vegeta got Ultra Ego with purple and everything, if the day comes they have them fuse, it is anybody's
It's done.
guess what they gonna look like, what color finna pop out. I don't even got an idea what.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about that.
Bro, I just want to see.
Done.
Can we look that? Can we put that? Can we put that in the thumbnail? What silver and purple make?
I ain't got a clue. I really don't. Like dark purple and silver,
it's like a brown probably. Which is the same race as monkeys. Oh my god!
Oh.
The superior race was the monkeys the whole time. What was Frieza talking about?
Yeah, there we go.
Yo, the monkey.
Montay, you know what make me pop if they fuse and he kind of turn to Super Saiyan 4?
that would blow my fucking mind. I'd
be so upset. I'd be like, bro,
I would write a letter in Japanese
around the world just to get us back to where we could have been at in the beginning.
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just show up.
That would be horrible.
I'm gonna ask for the Flash to take us to that Flashpoint theory and just like, what was a world without Dragon Ball Z? Fuck it.
You start running back.
Dragon Ball Z.
Twitter will blow up that day, man.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It would be horrible.
Lil Wayne can drop a new album. Trump could become president again.
Creator, bro, I'd be like, bro, you paying me for that? Like, there's no way.
Yeah. Not all these years of trauma for this.
Yeah.
Class action lawsuit inbound.
Oh, 100%. You might be entitled to compensation because Toriyama decided to make Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta a supreme being.
And and by the way, to Montay's point, having that, you gotta separate it because if you keep it together, Naruto story versus Boruto story, you're gonna be like, Naruto went through so much.
Yes.
And Boruto literally cries and goes through nothing, and you be like, that's like your dad makes it and he went through a lot, but you don't, and everybody be like, you're a spoiled loser. Like that's literally what happens because like Naruto, like my dad sacrificed his life to save the village and put a demon fox in me, but everybody hates me. Then
just turned his back on that.
And then my best friend left me, and the girl I like him, and she's simping over this dude who just left too, and like I don't care about y'all. And then he's on this crazy journey himself where he has to go out there and become a demon. And basically like murder his brother. I'm like, what?
That was the problem I had with the end of Shippuden though. Like Kaguya sort of came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking Madara was final boss forever. And then
all of a sudden she just show up.
I think
and like she just all of a sudden.
I remember reading up like that he had made Madara too strong, so he wrote Kaguya in as a way to like have her be dealt with more easily by having her sealed. Because Madara at a certain point was just busted.
Did we lose Joe?
It was like, you know what? Let's just make her pop up out of nowhere.
He might be talking to his dog. So.
But I guess. Hold on. We're still going for a while, or how long we got left? Because I got a question, but I know it's gonna start stuff.
Oh, we can go a little bit. We might save the other question for later on, but we'll go whatever, man. This is a roundtable discussion. What you got, Montay? Man, right.
My question, it's not that bad. My question, since we're getting to know each other for roundtable anime, I'd have a question. What is an anime that you think is overrated?
You want me to make people mad in the comments? Y'all want me to make people mad?
Oh yeah, you gotta start some controversy in the comments.
Are you talking about anime only or manga or in anime? Because if you talking about anime only, I got one for you.
It could be either or. It don't make no difference to me.
I got an easy one for anime.
If it's just anime and not the manga, Tokyo Ghoul.
Fairy Tail.
Oh,
Fairy Tail's so overrated it ain't funny.
Eden Zero way better than Fairy Tail, by the way. And it's based. He did it. My dude decided he messed up on Fairy Tail and we had to redo it. He's like, yo, we gotta.
Fairy Tail was so bland to me.
And Rave Master was better too.
It up.
Oh, Rave Master, boy, the memory.
Boy, Rave Master was hard though.
The memory, boy. Oh, I'm gonna find my father one way or the other. Oh,
one way.
Yo, I'm telling you, compared to his other two projects, I'm looking at Eden Zero right now. I'm like, this way funner than Fairy Tail was. And I look at Rave Master, I'm like, this way better than Fairy Tail was. I'm like,
Well, Fairy Tail went over.
But Fairy Tail's the one that everyone raves about.
Yeah, kind of like.
I don't know about rave.
Kind of like Skyrim.
Is it because it was on Netflix?
Kind of like Skyrim to Oblivion.
I
love Skyrim. I love Skyrim. Skyrim, one of my favorite games, but Oblivion story was way.
You didn't like Oblivion?
I said Oblivion, one of my favorite. Oblivion probably my favorite RPG. Skyrim is
Because the Fighters Guild was my jam in Oblivion. I love the Fighters Guild.
Yeah, but Skyrim story is literally made for mods, bro, because it's so bare. Like the whole bro, it's literally nothing. You walk and there's nothing there. And then you add like 100 mods and
they got a whole creation club for mods. Like there's a whole you can pay Bethesda for your mods just so you ain't gotta go look for them.
Yeah, they want you to pay them now because they know they used to be able to do the most for free and their game was but then they started paying them when they brought it to the store and the Xbox.
The glitches were real before the creation club came around.
Oh, but you can if you got it on PC, they got mods on
they got mods.
And that's why I play it on. I still play Skyrim on PC because they add a new mod every week. They add a whole new land and a whole new city right next to White
Creation Club.
No, it's a regular.
Oh, is it different?
Yeah, it's not even. You don't have to pay for these. You don't ever.
Okay.
It's PC though, so you know this. Unfortunately,
yeah.
People, but
shout out to the GTA 5 mods out there, man. We see you.
Oh yeah.
But
shout out to niggas with their own servers.
Everybody with the Gucci belt.
Joe, what's your
shout out to everybody with the Kobe jersey in GTA 5.
Yo, Joe, what's your overrated anime that you think people hype up?
Overrated anime, man.
That one everybody loves that really ain't that good.
I think mine made people mad though. Tokyo Ghoul, they probably pissed in the comment.
Tokyo Ghoul was good as a manga though. They just messed up the anime.
They messed up the anime. Is all it was.
Oh,
so when I see idiots really fall in love with something, that I don't watch it. So I've seen people fall in love with Fairy Tail and Tokyo Ghoul and they're idiots. Now I'm not saying I don't got no. If y'all like it, that's cool. That's what's up. But I've seen idiots. So I've seen idiots watch those two shows like all together and be like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest show ever." So I don't watch it. I'm not watching.
You know how many girls got Fairy Tail tattoos?
My little sis lives.
You know how many women have Fairy Tail tattoos? Lots.
Man, that's like the Hello Kitty era. Like Hello Kitty sucks, but y'all fuck with her.
Oh yeah, Joe.
Yeah, I think it sucks.
Joe, all the little white women finna get mad at you.
They about to. They finna heat you up. You better watch out.
I'm not concerned about 8, 9-year-old girls right now.
Nah, they mad at him. They gonna hate me for my answer. Then.
What's your most overrated, Monray?
Yeah,
well, I got a most overrated, and then I got like a recent one that's like slightly overrated, but that's probably gonna piss off more people.
I know which one you going with. I already know it.
Let's see.
Your second one, I know what it is.
My most overrated one that I get sick of fighting against on a regular basis is probably Hunter x Hunter. And
I can give you that.
It ain't never even gonna be finished. Why are people so hype about it?
I mean, one is not finished. To me, the Chimera Ant arc ruined the entire anime. Like in my
whoa.
There we go.
Which arc?
The Chimera Ant arc.
Yeah, I personally feel like
it was crazy.
Meruem was a good character, and like Montoto Yubi, and like those were. See, I'm kind of the opposite. I didn't care. Like York New was cool, but like the Chimera Ant arc was the one arc that I sort of got behind. It gave you that feel of. It wasn't just Hisoka, the spiders trying to chase him down. It was something from the dark continent that we've built up that we're never going to get to see. But I mean,
let me ask you a question just so I can see where you're at. I just want to ask a question, see where y'all at. The last that I watched, they was like trying to get into the video game. So is this after that?
Yeah,
that's after that. Okay, you're thinking Greed Island, Greed Island was good though. That volleyball game was crazy.
Really? I should finish it because I said I'm sick of these niggas trying to get this
Greed
video
Island
game.
is a good arc. It is. It's underrated in my opinion.
Yo, no, I want you. I need Montay to get this out. We need these comments to go crazy. Say the one that's new.
Yeah,
I know. I already know the answer. Say the one that's new. That's overrated.
I'll let you guess then first.
You gonna say Demon Slayer?
No, I love Demon
Slayer. I know a lot of people say that about Demon Slayer, bro.
I can say Demon Slayer because they're milking it. They're just trying to milk that anime.
Nah, Demon Slayer dang near is a perfect anime, bro.
You trying to tell me how I breathe affects my attack?
It's dang near perfect. Like the manga from beginning to end is dang near perfect at this point. I'm sorry, but that's the one. The one that I will say is slightly overrated. That's probably gonna piss everybody off. Is honestly Jujutsu Kaisen. I think it's slightly overrated.
Oh,
That's a hot take.
oh, he didn't make it. He didn't make it come.
That's another one that I decided to not
Gojo
watch.
gonna be at your neck.
Yo,
I
I
didn't
thought you were
watch it
going.
because too many people was like, I just love this. Even my idiot friend Zell May was like, man, I fucking love Jujutsu
I
Kaisen.
like
I'm trying to watch it. Like this nigga grandpa's in the hospital. I don't care.
Like it, and I couldn't not like it.
Yo,
I tried.
No, like, don't get me wrong.
I
It's
read it
good,
first though. I read
but like
Shibuya
even
arc.
before
I'm
I
sorry.
started watching it, people were putting it like they did with Demon Slayer. Like, oh, this is like anime of the year. It's that good. It's amazing. Gojo is like an amazing. He's like the best character. Gojo is beating everybody. Gojo can be Goku. Gojo can be Saitama. Gojo. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay,
Yo, women
I
love
hear it's
Gojo.
really good. So
They
like, let me
love
go
Gojo.
and watch it. And when I watch it, I'm like, okay, it's good, but there are tropes and there are parts of it that are not that good, to my personal opinion. For one, I say the first one that sort of turned me off a little bit. Like, even though Sukuna is probably like my favorite character in there, which is weird to say, that whole scheme of how powerful demon in your body that hates you, but yet somehow you get power from it, or it bails you out in certain situations, sounds a lot like a nine-tailed fox in Naruto who did the same shit in the beginning of his anime. So that's
Shaman King?
At one point.
The comparisons are real.
Even though I already know that Sukuna is not gonna help this man. I already know Sukuna don't give a damn about the man. I already know that, but still,
have you read the manga
having
yet?
something in you that start off one.
Have you read the manga yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because in the
Yeah,
next song, he kind
of
of separates a little bit.
As he gets more fingers, it changes.
And he's still a bastard. Like, I love Sukuna, but just that was one thing. Two, Gojo is broken, but not broken.
Well, not now. He's
not
now.
That broken. Yeah. Like, people were making comparisons. Now, this is like, my man Unico said, like, no, there's some idiots around. It's like, oh, yeah, he could beat Goku. He cannot beat Goku. Like, go ahead and kill that right.
I wouldn't even go that far.
His characters, he cannot beat just because he has infinity between them. Eventually, that infinity can be worn down with constant pressure.
But see, it's the eyes that help, though. It's because he's got the infinite soul energy or whatever, too. He's
like, it's infinite, but think about it that I learned by breaking down. He even brought it down in his manga. Like, it's infinite because it's constantly made at a certain rate. But just like a machine, if you overdo that rate with constant pressure,
you'll wear out.
You'll be left open. Just like he was in the manga initially. So even though he refined it, any machine can be overpowered. If somebody got enough offensive pressure, like, I don't know, an Ultra Instinct Goku that can basically fight for forever and a day, I'm pretty sure he would overdo it. But that's just like one.
Oh, yeah.
But like, that was so like, Goku's cool. He's not like, like, he cool. Don't get me wrong, but like, okay, like, good. And then, to be honest, most of the characters don't really got like a lot of substance to them. They just don't.
What? Maki? Look at Maki right now.
Exception. Look at Maki right now. Recent thing. Maki is wonderful, but like the main characters, like
she just went through.
No, I said Maki is fine. Megami,
I think they just slow and play.
Megami ain't really changed since the beginning of the anime, and I'm just like,
it could be a slow build though. Like, you got to think it's not over yet. And like, the culling games are happening, and everybody's learning.
Yeah, and Sukuna that's his main goal, though. You gotta remember that Megami is his main goal. So
I'm like, at this point, like, if the main characters themselves haven't really changed that much, and we're at least over the halfway point. So if none of them has really shown any real kind of change or development, or even gotten smarter.
To Montay's point, Yuta in a few chapters got more character development than most of people. Yuta,
yeah,
he did.
I'm looking like, bro, Maki got more development in the last 5 chapters that she was in.
That whole last development than everybody else in the anime.
Everybody.
Yeah, but Megami,
which I love Maki. Don't get me wrong, Maki is like my favorite. One of my favorite characters.
Got the juice. She's amazing.
But I was just like, okay, this show is good. It ain't that good, you know. So I feel like, I might get attacked. I'm cool. I understand.
It depends on how the culling games go. I think you might change your tune if they do it right in these culling games.
It's a good show. I just don't think it's just freaking amazing. Like, no. It ain't amazing. It's good, though. And Hunter x Hunter, I done fought with people for that for the longest, because the Chimera Ant arc has so many plot holes, ruined opportunities.
Yeah, I wanted you to get back to that. I want you to go in. Go in. I wanted you to get back
Yo,
to
I
that.
ain't gonna lie. I thought one of them would have beat Montay, but he put two of them that I think they gonna hate more than any of
Yeah, I was gonna say he picked
For
two
Hunter,
of
Hunter,
them.
like people have always told
Build it
me
up.
like,
Build a theory.
oh,
You
Hunter
just
is amazing.
messed
It's
up
like
my
the
super.
best story, best. I'm like, what arc did y'all watch? The Chimera arc, it started off wonderfully. Don't get me wrong, I love the Chimera arc, how it starts off, everything
Yeah.
with Kite and everything it goes on. Spoilers for anybody that's listening that has not finished Hunter Hunter up until now. I apologize because I'm finna ruin your heart. But like it starts off, let's start off with Kite. Kite, for one, big brother figure to Gon, my guy, and everything. Even though Gon ain't know him from a can of beans before they first started off with that.
In the manga, he does though.
Tori,
Let him go.
Let him go. Tori, let him go.
But no, we fine. We start. I ain't got no problem with him and Kite, but no, he gets a Kite. They get cool. Kite gets off, and he goes through like his whole anger stage to try to get Kite back. You find out Kite's gone,
Yeah.
and then Gon has his moment, which we'll get to that later. He has his moment, and then you find out after that Kite gets reincarnated as basically a little girl. Like that basically defeats the entire purpose of the sacrifice that Gon did because Kai got reincarnated as a little girl. That in itself is just wrong. The whole Killua's sister, who has the ability to do damn near anything, and he has no repercussions for it, is automatically a plot hole. Like that in itself just makes no sense. Like he can literally ask her to do anything. No, that's wrong. Everybody else has repercussions. Killua himself says, if I ask her to do something, nothing bad happens to me. Nothing.
Yeah, okay. But
that defeats the entire. So there's two things that kills the whole sacrifice that Gon made because Gon recovered with no problem. And then afterwards, which was even worse, Killua was like, okay, what we're gonna do now after with your broken sister that can do anything? We just gonna go and travel the world. I'm gonna show her some stuff around the area, You have the most busted plot hole, and the world is gonna let you just travel with her? How did it work? No, like how did it work? Oh my god! So like,
hey, somebody chop that in, chop that reaction in there somewhere, dog.
So
we gotta chop that in there.
That's the plot hole that's wrong in itself. The other thing I had issue with was Meruem and the Royal Guard because my issue with it was the Royal Guard started out wonderfully. You got 3 Royal Guardsmen, they're broken. Some of them learn Nin, like they become busted. But how you deal with them in the fights was bad.
Yeah, it was.
It hurt my heart. Like, Pito, cool. I ain't no problem. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, that was good. But Montoto Yuppie and the other one, that was just that was
these reactions. This man hates Hunter right now.
No, I love it. To me, Hunter
I understand the parts he hates though. Like that makes sense.
No, because like Hunter, like to anybody that watched it, Nin, the power scaling of you is probably one of the best written power scalings in anime. Like,
it is in all of anime.
Nobody really busted above another person. It like everybody. It has variety. It's really well written, and to me, it had potential to be like Naruto. You could have written this for like 500 episodes.
Because whether you got specialists or transmuters or but
then we go to when it comes to Yuppie. Yuppie, for Mr. Unico, you might not know. Yuppie is like this big red. Think of like the Hulk. He looks like the Hulk, but he can transform his body into different like
Hulk mixed with Martian Manhunter.
Like he can transform his body into different things. But think about it, Yuppie didn't really think a lot. Like he wasn't really an idiot, but he didn't really comprehend complex thought. Like he was like one word, simple sentences. He didn't really do much. Tell me why by the end of his fight. That did not end. He fought like 2 people because he screwed around with Killua and he screwed around with this other dude. By the end of his fight, my man had some of the most complex, sentences, thought processes, and he attacked by basically blowing himself up. Like similar to how like Cell did, and like that he would blow himself up, but he wouldn't get stronger. He'll blow himself up, but get smarter. So like he got smarter after he exploded to where it got to the point where he was like, okay, y'all can't beat me because my only weakness, I have thought to the point to where y'all can't even complex that anymore. So I'm not even going to fight you anymore because literally he became from the Hulk. He was a centaur with a bow and arrow in one hand, like an axe in the other one, literally talking down to them like he was smarter than them. I'm like, he started out being like dang an idiot in the beginning of the fight. He is just
swinging his arms around
and said, you know what? We're just not even going to fight anymore. Okay, that's one. Who,
Yeah.
the other Royal Guardsman, spent his entire fight in a cocoon,
Simping.
only to come to find out he wasn't even in the cocoon after halfway through the fight. He left. And so
Yep,
you go
bounce.
to the king. The king has a really good fight with the top hunter, Netero. They have a good fight. And
Good
then
old chairman.
at the end of the fight, Netero realizes he can't win. So he blows up a nuke inside of his chest. He
Poor
blows
man's
a random
rage.
nuke. And it's okay, the nuke dang that kills him. But the Royal Guardsmen come up, grab the king, and something that was never even introduced anywhere in the entire anime semi-fuses themselves with the king to bring him back and make him the most busted character in Hunter x Hunter.
Ever.
I mean, couldn't nobody touch him. He got the powers
all.
of his Royal Guardsmen and what he had. Like, he was so busted, he just grew wings, but for no reason.
Yeah,
like, you know
that's
what? I
all.
feel like flying. I'm just gonna grow wings and just go forward. And
So what you're telling
how
me is
they beat him.
gone. Hold on, who beat him?
No. You know how they beat him? Because they didn't
Oh,
have
how
him
did they
fight.
beat him?
After they made him the
Radiation
most
beat him.
busted character, the bomb that Netero did, it just had some poison in it. So they just had the poison take effect on the king and the other two Royal
He
Guardsmen.
died from radiation poisoning.
So this whole
like-
arc was ended because of just somebody just writing some bullshit at the end after a whole bunch of stuff happened.
Yo, we're gonna
And
have.
I'm wondering, like,
What?
what did y'all read
It sounds
that was
like-
that made Hunter x Hunter amazing? I'm like, what is y'all
Yo,
read?
we're gonna have to talk about this. There's gonna be a subject on the next one we do, but that dog worst anime in this fairy tale up there. I know Tori know about that.
Attack on
Oh,
Titan.
worst
Attack on
anime
Titan.
What?
Attack on Titan has the
Oh,
worst
man.
ending.
Hunter x
What a
Hunter.
disappointment,
Bleach.
bro.
It's
Bleach
a disappointment. I'm not gonna lie.
Beyond
It's a
disappointment.
Bleach ended.
It's a
We gotta
disappointment.
talk about which one the worst. That's what we're probably gonna do in the next one, and we're gonna finish up what we talked about on the other one. We had a topic about Goku and Batman and how their stupid decision lead, but we'll do that on the next one also.
Yeah, man, we gotta definitely do another one because we could definitely talk about this. I'm
Oh, yeah,
about to go to bed mad today.
Yo, by the
I'm
way,
about to go back angry.
but let's end
And
on
I was just getting over Attack on Titan. Hold on, for the fans
There
out
ain't
there,
no getting over that.
let's see what's going on.
Oh, this nigga got the poster up.
Life size,
I'm so
I
sorry.
am the
You gotta
colossal
throw that
Titan,
away.
nigga.
Just
Nah,
throw
you
it
gotta
away.
throw it away. It's just
No,
No,
you gotta,
I
after that
appreciate
ending,
the
you gotta
journey.
throw it away.
No, I
After
appreciate
that
the journey.
ending,
I appreciate the journey though.
yeah,
I
like you
appreciate
gotta
the
throw it
journey.
away. Like
because the journey was worthless at the end of it. The journey didn't
That's
even
fair.
matter.
Worthless.
The journey was
It's just-
worthless at the end of it, but
no,
the
they
journey
just
was
played it
beautiful
safe.
though.
They just played it safe, in my
Yeah.
opinion. They didn't.
They
They
didn't
just
even
played
play
it
it safe, man.
Yeah.
Playing it safe would have been letting Aaron live.
No,
No,
well,
that
they
would have
even did
been
a remake
people
though.
off. That ain't
They
playing
even
it
did a
safe.
remake. They did a
I don't
remake
know.
of the
Have you read the fan made ending
Yo.
that they?
They're
better
not
than-
fan-made.
yo, yo, Tori,
Not fan made.
Tori want them to
They
do
was a
Mass
remix.
Effect
They
3,
made-
dog. Let's change the whole ending.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, he literally changed the whole ending. Like the he
Mass
was like,
Effect
well,
3 had the
let's
worst
like
ending
this
ever,
one.
and they changed. I have never seen a game change ending in the game by adding the DLC, and then
So
in the
let's see-
game changed
So
it.
let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see what
Mass
happens
Effect 3
when they
did it.
actually give us the anime version because I don't
That's
think they're
what-
gonna
that
give us
is
the
what I
anime
They're
wanna
not gonna
see.
change it. They're not gonna change it.
You don't think so?
Nope.
they have to.
No, they don't.
No,
They're not gonna change
you
it.
have to at this point.
They're not
I'm
gonna
with
change
you
Yo,
on that,
Mass
Terrell.
Effect 3 changed it, dog.
They're not-
public
they're not
version.
gonna
Yeah, they did. They made you pay for
That's
the
video
change.
game DLC because they're gonna sell that. This you gonna be forced to watch it. They're not changing it.
Yo,
They ain't gonna
We
change
gonna
it.
watch to see if they change
Matter
it.
of fact, matter of fact,
Are we gonna watch to see if
I
they
got
change it?
another one for you. Matter of fact, Zelame, I got another hot take for you that we'll discuss on your worst anime endings. Because to me, I'll tell you the worst anime ending is Bleach, and I will defend
I
that
said
to
that.
the end
That-
next time.
Okay, best. Okay, we're talking anime though
Oh,
because
you
the
talking-
manga ending, it was rushed.
The anime, I mean, manga ending gonna be the same way. It is a bad ending.
Yeah, and
It
tough.
is. It leaves up.
By the way,
a
that's
lot
in
of
mine. That's in
plot
mine too. That's in mine
But-
too. It didn't make sense. But, and
It's a
I
fake
think they did.
service though.
I think they did it because of they made the final character
500 episodes
busted,
for
bro.
that.
I'm gonna just say this: they made the final character busted because he can change his destiny, and I'm like,
Yeah,
how do
you
you
know how
break
it's
that?
different.
I'm like, you can't break
Made him
that.
too busted.
I'm like, you can't, bro. If you kill me, I can just change it. I'm like, bro, how do you beat that?
Yeah, like they
it's
made it too
impossible.
busted,
Come
bro.
on, bro.
I'm the
Yeah,
Almighty.
Like,
I mean,
I
come
can never
on.
die because every time you kill me, I'll just change it
Yeah.
that I didn't die.
He did it too much, bro. He did too much, bro. It was just too much after a certain point, bro. I was like, nah, we're gonna let that go.
Yeah,
And I gotta watch that as
The
an anime.
The whole Stern Ritters as a whole were broken
Yeah,
though.
And I gotta
Was it
watch
Aizen's
it
power?
starting in October. Oh boy.
Yo, hopefully. Hey, I thought some of the powers were cool to look at.
No, they good. Some of
Yeah.
the fights are good. To me, it starts to go bad when they bring Kenpachi back. That's when it starts to go bad.
But no,
I think it'd be
because
cool
when
to
we
look
finally
too.
got his Bankai, that was an amazing moment.
I think he's gonna look
No,
cool
that's
in the anime.
no,
when he
it's
was
not.
fighting Grimjow,
No, it's not.
when he not Grimjow, when he was fighting Grimmy, the dude.
Nope. That's when it starts to go bad. This is gonna be another.
I disagree.
Bankai and
No,
Shinkai are
okay.
horrible.
We gonna
can't
save
let
this
that
discussion. We're gonna save this discussion because we're gonna go over
Hey
all
man,
of them.
fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all.
Cause Fairy Tail did it too. Fairy
Gunna
Tail
Wing's the
had a
best.
horrible
Gunna Wing's
ending.
the best.
Fairy
Gunna Wing
Tail's
was-
garbage to me forever.
Fairy Tail had a horrible
There's no-
ending. Attack on Titan had a horrible ending. We're gonna go over
Prepare
that in
for
the next
hot takes
episode.
on the
But
next
Yeah.
Just a Fan. Prepare
Yeah.
for the hot take.
yeah, but next Just a Fan will be music next week. So we're gonna talk about hip hop and music and
You
whole.
gonna make me be mad at these niggas that they didn't choose Gunna Wing as the best?
Yo, but
G Gundam's the best Gundam
But-
series out of all of them.
but what we
Hey man,
gonna
shut the fuck up, Tori. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm mad at you now.
But what we gonna do now is we gonna leave
I
on a
see it too,
positive
man.
note. What's your? We gonna start with you, Joe. Then we gonna go to Tori. Then we gonna go Montay. I'm gonna end it. What's the most underrated anime that people don't talk about that should get some love? And we gonna start out with Joe. Any underrated anime?
Okay. Thanks for hitting me with a quick one, man. Y'all niggas think real hard because it's gonna go off the top of my head. Honestly, I am gonna say Mobile Suit Gundam 018.
It's an ad-lib to you. Just bragged about it. So I thought you were gonna say it anyway. So.
Shut up. No, because I do have as much as so it's gonna be a Gundam. Whatever it is, there's some Gundam out there that y'all missing in y'all life and y'all need it.
Yeah.
But Gundam 018, if you love like that original 1 Year War story, where really they introduced us to Armor in the first Gundam and like 4 months left in the 1 Year War. Man, it was cool to see what's going on with the ground troops and then to see the love between somebody that was with the not Earth Spirit Alliance, but whatever it was back then, Earth something versus Xeon. That was a cool little story to see. And they had like realistic Gundam fights. I thought that was cool. Like if you actually had, it wasn't like that super fast speed Gundam wing stuff we first got into. So I think that is Gundam 018. That's one of my favorite. G Gundam was cool. It just got real 290s for me for a second there.
All right, we're gonna let Tori.
Gundam's
We're gonna let
trophy.
Tori go next. Let's go.
Okay. Most underrated anime for me. I had Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple.
Oh, I love them.
I love Kenichi so much, and like it was that great story of for real like a kid building. Like you watched him start out knowing nothing, just getting beat down, and then he learns all of these different martial arts, and then there's that crowning moment at the end of the anime where you see him get to emulate all of his masters and just beat Odin down.
That
Not
sounds
enough
like a
people,
dope
and
concept.
like the manga is amazing too because it goes farther than the anime. Like he ends up learning weapons and all that. He has a whole fight with the Yakuza and everything in the manga. So most underrated anime for me would have to be Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple for sure.
All right, Manre. And then also I want Montay to after he get done telling his opinion, plug his show. Let's go.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I think to keep it relatively simple, the one I'm gonna throw out there that's underrated is anime. It's an old one. It's called Outlaw Star.
Gang.
Starwind.
If you like Cowboy Bebop, it's straight up on the same vein. Different story naturally, more space combat probably, but it's 24, 25 episodes, same amount. Like it's good in action. The main character, got that same kind of Spike swag, except he's more of an a-hole because he gonna shoot his mouth off even more. And like it's a good story in there. Plenty of fights, plenty of action. Like my
Outer
girl
space
up in there.
sorcerer.
One of the best female characters. She taking souls, ain't taking no prisoners. So I'm good with it. And I think it don't even get nowhere near as much love. One, because it's an older one, but I mean, people love Cowboy
Did they find
Bebop.
the ley
Sleeping
line?
on this thing. So I
Did
think
they find
that
the ley line?
they
Did he
did.
get what he wanted?
At
Did
the
Gene
end-
start
at the
with
end,
get what he
yeah,
wanted? I can't remember because I stopped
I
watching.
think he got what he wanted.
he did. He got
Okay.
beer of the year.
Montay,
He got something.
Okay.
But I'm with it
Montay
though.
finna
Like
make me go back.
it's different. Right,
I
man,
love
bro.
Outlaw Star. That one hit me in the nostalgia.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
Boy, I went back and watched Outstar Star.
I might watch it again, dog. Montay got
It's
me
25
back.
Yeah, I actually
episodes.
am. I
I
actually
used
am.
to do
Good
the
shit.
little chant that the sorcerers did before they'd shoot at him, the little Pagawa Sunfire. I used to
Yeah,
sit on
like,
the
it's
playground,
good.
Pagawa Sunfire.
Yeah, but other than that,
I quit because
I
I
am
had football practice. I couldn't
other
finish
than that,
because I
I
had
am a
football practice.
member of another podcast called Buzz or Broke Ugly Dudes Podcast. We are on all social media platforms, YouTube, Google, everywhere that you can listen to something. So if you want some more hot
Okay.
takes, we just basically gonna give you what I think our opinions from a broke ugly dude's perspective. So if you want to come hang with the buds, come on, listen to us, man. We on YouTube, we on Spotify, we on Apple, we on everywhere. Make sure to come listen to us. We'll give you some good laughs.
Yeah.
We talk about everything from
Yeah.
basketball, got some react videos, and just give you our opinions on some of the stuff that's just going on. And we got men and women, so just know you want to come hear some hot fire, some opinions, whether you agree or disagree, you're gonna get some good laughs out of it. So otherwise, come to hanging with the buds, and also we appreciate Young Zelame and the crew for having me on here. I hope to be back again. Appreciate you.
Hell yeah, man. You can come back anytime you want to. Anytime you
I was
blow
gonna
my
say,
mind
I
about
think
Dragon Ball Z, you got me fucked up. But definitely come
Anybody
back.
willing to say anyone willing to say the Chimera and the arc is garbage is always welcome.
Yeah.
Yo,
Now I got too much to watch now.
Yeah.
But so shout out to you for coming on here, man. Ray, man, I appreciate you, bro. We definitely gonna link up on socials at some point. We'll link up on socials.
Definitely.
All links gonna be in the description. By the way, for y'all that don't, man, Montay, my guy, we've been knowing each other for a decade now. Dog, it's been a decade, dog.
Oh yeah, this grandpa right here, man. That grandpa.
Hold on, y'all was at university together?
Yeah, he went to Southern
Yep.
Miss.
Oh
Grandpa,
shit!
man.
Damn, I'm shitty. I missed it. I would have met you then too, but I was showing out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my boy Twan on here. We're gonna have my guy comedian Trey, my boy Sam. Y'all done seen them too. If y'all frequent view of the channel, they'll be on here. And we're gonna talk to do Man Cave, so it's gonna be a real fun. Next week again is music, and I'm gonna get into my underrated anime. I was going to Trigun because I don't think it get enough love.
I knew you was about to go back. I knew it. I saw it
Baby.
coming. I
That's
saw it
another
coming.
one of that arc, boy.
But I'm
Boy.
Another show that doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna go. Hey, bro. Yo, my dude is the coolest dude. Vash is the coolest dude in the world. I don't care what y'all say.
Oh yeah, no pressure.
No,
What was
bro.
the brother's name? What was it? What was the anti guy that we didn't meet till like the last?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep.
Yo,
Nice,
Knives was
yeah.
cool too, bro. Knives was dope. But I'm gonna go with newer for y'all. I'm gonna let y'all, cause it might be some kids watching. They like, I don't know. Bungo Stray Dogs.
I don't know what's that old stuff.
Bungo
Who?
Stray Dogs. Bungo Stray Dogs. If you,
I approve of that.
if you
I
haven't
enjoyed
watched,
the first.
I know a
two
lot
seasons.
of people haven't watched it, and I'm like, this is actually top tier, and nobody ever talks about
You can't go bad with a were-tiger.
it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is.
You can't go bad with a were-tiger.
Hold on, now you got me thinking Zoids now. Y'all sleeping on them. But
Woo!
this is
Zoids,
your
New
time.
Century
The
Zero,
first season. The first season, not the second
The
one.
New
The second
Century Zero, boy. Oh,
Yeah.
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 Shout out to
my
Liger
boy,
Zero
Liger
everywhere.
Zero, boy.
Yeah.
I gotta go watch that
Keep
again.
on stomping. You might be a Liger Zero.
I'm gonna go watch that
Oh.
again now, boy.
Yo.
Oh,
Got the blades coming out the sides and stuff.
That was fire. Same move to end this episode every time.
Yeah, but but I'm not gonna Trigun. If you haven't watched it, that is Vash is elite.
So
He's
weird.
comedy.
Yep. Top tier.
I'm gonna do one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one more shot. I know it's too many, but Gintama.
No, man, hell no. This your
I
idea.
know it's not even like famous in the West Coast, but East Coast Gintama is like rated the second rated anime behind
Yeah.
One Piece.
Mhm.
In the
Yep.
in Western culture, it's
It
not
is.
even thought about.
What is?
Yeah, it's not
Gintama.
big down here,
Gintama.
but on the east side,
Gintama, I'm gonna have 1,000 episodes because it's that's popular in Japan. Like,
it's big.
Yeah.
It's big.
like
I'm not watched it.
yeah, if you go to an anime
It's
con in
funny.
Japan,
It's funny
they
and
wear
it's
Gintama
serious.
clothes, dog. Like they wear his gear, dog, because he's that
They
popular.
ain't lying. They
He,
ain't lying.
Yeah.
I think he's rated like number 4th most popular character overall.
Character in Japan. Yeah.
and he's the second rated, highest rated show behind One Piece. One Piece is elite over there.
God tier.
Yeah,
Yeah, One Piece lives in Japan.
still
bro.
in
They
Japan?
be everywhere over there.
What? Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, I think Gintama might be over though. I think they finally finished after like
Yeah.
900
Gintama's
episodes.
done. They finished it.
Yeah,
Well, they finished the manga anyways. I don't know if the anime's finished. They finished the manga though.
yeah.
Only they'll finish Detective Conan, but we're gonna let that go away.
Boy, I wish they'd finished that. That should get it out of here, man. I never enjoyed Case
After
closed.
episode
That-
2 million.
My man is no closer to who put him in that state than he was 1,000 episodes ago, bro. No
He has
closer.
been,
Bro, he
he's
is
been
not
2
even a
years old for
nothing
30
close to
years.
it yet. He is 2 million episodes in, bro.
And we
Nah,
And
but if I got to
still
throw
10
another
years
one out
old.
there, if I got to throw another one out there, bro, shout out to Food Wars. But that mug brings
Oh,
my soul happiness, bro. When I watch the expressions when they eat their food, it is
oh
hilarious.
yeah.
Boy.
yo,
Oh, it's hilarious.
by the way, what
It's the only food show that can work a tournament arc.
what Montay
Oh my
said, if you
God.
got a girl, just watch it with your girl and she gonna laugh because she gonna get so confused.
Yep.
If you watch Food World, I'm telling you, watch it with your girl and she gonna be entertained by how confused she is. She's gonna be like,
He gonna set you up, bro. She was like, "What is they doing with that bite, man? That food is just that good." But they don't ask no questions. It's just that.
You ain't never
good.
had an orgasm-inducing cheesecake woman?
but yeah, that's an elite show. I appreciate Montay for being on. He'll be on a lot of the episodes. We got like I said, we got Man Cave, which y'all would probably see before this. And then we have it's an epilogue, so we ain't got to the full one because I ain't made all the stuff for it, and I ain't got everybody
Don't
done.
tell them all about it.
Man,
We'll get there.
Bro, they gonna say it before this. It's an epilogue.
Ooh, you done slick guy upset.
Yeah,
You said,
nah.
man, nigga.
Man Cave coming out before this, so they already seen the epilogue, so they already know. So
Gang.
it's gonna be a short one though, so y'all can go watch it. We got one topic. Normally we have like 3 or 4 about man issues, but it's gonna be. But we got one topic for the epilogue. Like I said, we got my boy Twan Jackson, some most surprising comedy people. We probably have some streamers on here for just the for backseat gaming. It's a lot of stuff. We collaborated, we networked, we trying to grow. Like I said, go Montay's channel and all his socials in the description below. Go check it
definitely,
out.
man.
Yeah, go tap in.
Yeah, so go check them out. They are hilarious, by the way. If you follow him on Instagram, you will see a lot of dope dance moves with a lot of beautiful women. Shout out to them.
Shout out to the beautiful women.
Yeah, I always shout out to the beautiful women.
Shout out to them too.
Before the show, he said he didn't know, but they ain't know. But hey, when we on camera, everybody chat. Because you know,
you see how brothers do you?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Keep stumping because when you ask about the beautiful lady, they act like they don't know. But one day they might just slip up and tell you, "I know my," and something amazing can happen. Peace.
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 Hasta luego.